really cold day. All right, let's say good morning on this very cold Monday morning to Lauren Scala. Hopefully you're not going to have too much going on today with the holiday.
I hope so, but ice obviously is going to be an issue on the roads. And there is an accident out there already at this hour in Keyport that shuts down Route 36 northbound out by Middle Road there. It's closed to Atlantic Street. Definitely avoid that area. Then just one of the areas that's experiencing icing, the northbound Van Wyck Expressway out by the Grand Central Parkway. Ice is building out there. There are reports of it elsewhere as well. So use caution if you have to drive this morning. We'll have more weather and traffic coming up on the 4s.
Lauren, thanks so much.
Commuting so far.
Let's talk about mass transit. Right now on the Canarsie bound L trains, they are arriving and departing from the Manhattan bound track from Bushwick Avenue to Sutter Avenue. You also have delays on Uptown D trains and downtown Q trains. In fact, Metro North has an enhanced Saturday. And if you're getting on the major commuter rail lines, of course, you have also on a Saturday. And if you're getting on the major commuter rail lines, of course, you have also on a Saturday.
Right now, let's talk about the roads and the places we are getting reports of ice buildup. One of them, 95 southbound out by exit 11, which is Connor Street. There are reports of it there. Also on the Henry Hudson Parkway northbound between Riverside Drive and Dyckman Street. In addition to that, southbound out by 125th Street, and you can see a bit of a delay through here. Heading over to New Jersey, Route 22 eastbound after North Broad Street. Heading into 78, reports of ice out there. And then you have a closure on Route 36 still out there. This is all because of an accident between Middle Road and Atlantic Street. So just use caution. Otherwise, the roads at least are moving along nicely, and alternate side of the street parking rules are suspended today, so you don't have to move your car. We'll have more weather and traffic.
Delays on Uptown D trains are out there, downtown Q trains as well, in addition to the overnight track work, which affects, if you're getting on the major commuter rail lines, we're having schedule changes today. So Metro North, NJ Transit, and PATH are all on some kind of modified schedule for the holiday. LIRR is operating on its regular weekday schedule, and there are schedule changes for the buses as well, all of them. So definitely check in on those to make sure that you get out there at the right time. And alternate side of the street parking rules, they're suspended today, so you don't have to move your car, but meter rules are still in effect. We'll have more weather and traffic ahead on the 4s.
Thanks so much, Lauren. 436 right now is Lauren. 436 right now is.
There is a broken rail now near Cold Spring Harbor for LIRR commuters. So on the Port Jefferson branch, you will experience 10 to 15-minute delays plus 2 cancellations this morning. So definitely check their website for the latest information. Of course, I'll keep you updated on the delays. They are out there trying to fix it, so hopefully they won't be out there for too long. Otherwise, it's modified schedules for the rest of the major commuter lines. Heading over to the roads on the Henry Hudson Parkway southbound, there are reports of an accident before 96th Street. Earlier, we had reports of icing conditions out there as well, so be very careful. Then on truck Route 1 and 9 northbound out by Broadway, there's an accident there with a downed pole and traffic signal, so that takes out the right lane. And you still have a closure on Route 36 in Keyport. That's northbound between Middle Road and Atlantic Street. Take a quick live look outside at the GW. And alternate side of the street parking rules traffic ahead on the 4s.
Okay, Lauren, thanks very much. Happening now, the Israeli military is releasing
too at this hour, unfortunately. One of them on the Henry Hudson Parkway. So this is what it looks like heading southbound, approaching 96th Street. You can see there are minor delays. One lane gets by right now, so it's a little jammed up in the area. An accident from Middle Road over to Atlantic Street. We will have more weather and traffic coming up on the 4s. Thanks so much, Lauren 501 right now.
Bus checklist here. Everything is operating, but again, on some sort of modified schedule. We will have more weather and traffic coming up on the 4s.
Okay, Lauren, thanks. Lauren, see the commute's moving.
Thanks, Chris. Most of the roads are clear out there, but just use caution. Like Chris has been saying as well, watch out for black ice on the roads. And there is an accident on the Henry Hudson. In addition to that, the Griggstown Causeway is closed as well with flooding. Alternate side of the street parking rules are suspended today, but meter rules are still in effect, and we'll have more weather and traffic coming up on the 4s.
Okay, what's the latest, Lauren?
There are a few accidents out there on the roads. Be careful. Watch out for black ice today. If you are headed out towards the Henry, this just cleared a second ago. When I walked out here, it was still out there. Well, anyway, there was an accident on the Henry Hudson Parkway southbound before 96th Street, but you don't have to worry about it now. There is still one out there, though, on the Harlem River Drive southbound before the Willis Avenue Bridge, so you can see the backup there. There are also some issues on the rails. I'll have the details coming up when I see you again on the 4s.
All right, well, what's the commute look like?
Let's talk about the rails first, because there is a broken rail for LIRR near Cold Spring Harbor. So the Port Jefferson branch is experiencing 10 to 15 minute delays, plus some cancellations. Also for path commuters, there are delays on the Newark to World. Now there's an accident on the Harlem River Drive southbound just before the Willis Avenue Bridge. So just before you get to the RFK Triborough Bridge as well. And that's the delay there. But otherwise, the roads are in good shape. We'll take a live look out.
Broken rail here or there. What's the latest,
You
Lauren?
know, typical. No, the commute is not too bad. We do have a couple of problems out there. And as far as accidents go, the only place I'm seeing delays right now is on the Harlem River Drive southbound. There was an accident out by the RFK Triborough Bridge exit, and it's a little backed up here, but otherwise things are moving along pretty nicely. Something else to note, the right lane is still blocked from an earlier accident on Truck Route 1 and 9 northbound out by Broadway that took out a pole and a traffic signal. So delays aren't too bad, but use caution. We'll have more weather and traffic coming up on the 4th. But meter rules do apply. We'll have more weather and traffic coming up on the 4s.
Lauren, thank you. It's 6:18 on this Monday morning for most.
There's going to be a quick warm-up by the middle of the week. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I had to give him some optimism at this point. What do you have for us?
I have a lot of optimism. If you're taking the roads, there are not too many problems out there, but there are reports of an accident, another one, on the Henry Hudson Parkway southbound before 96th Street. So earlier there were reports of ice. Be very careful. There's also a 10-minute delay inbound at the Lincoln Tunnel. Those are the only delays on the roads. We have a lot of problems on the rails. LIRR has a broken rail for Port Jeff, 15-minute delays. Babylon branch has 10-minute delays because of signal issues. There are also delays on the Newark to World Trade Center for path line, and there is a suspension on the B train. I have a lot more on the rails coming up when I
commute. What's it look like, Lauren?
It is really not too bad on the roads at all. You can see lots of green behind me. I only have one accident approaching 96th Street. One lane is getting by right now, and you can see it is a slow go into the area. All lanes are subject to closure, but otherwise the roads look pretty good. We'll take a live look outside.